Our first inductees tonight are a pair of twins from the 1950s, Jimmy and Henry Bishop. The first two pair of twins to play for the Bacon County Red Raiders. Both brothers were outstanding athletes and great students. In football, both played for 4 years and were a part of the 4-year stretch in Bacon County football history to go without a losing season. The twins made up 50% of the backfield for the Bacon County during their playing careers. During their senior year, Henry was selected to the first team All-State. Sadly, Henry passed away a few years ago. Unfortunately, due to hurricane damages and other obligations, Jimmy could not be with us tonight. Receiving their plaque for their uncle is Mrs. Renee Rollerson Williams. Please recognize Jimmy and Henry Bishop as inductees to the Wall of Fame. Next, from the 1960s, our inductee, Gary Graham, was a 4-year letterman for the football program, quarterback of the team that came the closest to an undefeated team in history, in the school history. In 1962, the team went 7-1-2 and finished number 9 in the state, knocking off highly ranked Jeff Davis County in the last game of the season, 20-12 in Hazelhurst. But for 3 points away from Graham's team would have finished with a perfect season. That year, Graham threw for 15 touchdowns, a school record which held for 58 years. Please welcome Gary Graham to the Red Raider Hall of Fame. Our next inductee, in the 1970s, Charlie Calhoun. Calhoun was a 4-year letterman and a multi-year 1,000-yard rusher. With 4.4 speed, Calhoun was one of the fastest players to play for the mighty Red Raiders. Additionally, Calhoun was a threat to opponents with his passing ability. Calhoun was an ambidextrous, completed option passes with both right and left hands. Charlie also kicked, punts, and field goals with left and right foot. Charlie set a Bacon County school record for rushing for 200 yards in a game in 1974. That record stood for 24 years. Had it not been for a knee injury, his senior year would have widely believed that he would have been an outstanding Division I college player. Please welcome Charlie Calhoun to the Bacon County Wall of Fame 2023. Our next inductee from the 1980s, Arthur Tyron Dunham. Dunham was an exceptional athlete. He was a 3-year starter on the football team and played on offense as our quarterback and on defense as our strong safety. In addition, Dunham was a 4-year starter on our baseball team. He was the #1 starting pitcher and played shortstop when he wasn't pitching. His physical talent was very apparent, but to his teammates, he was known for his intellect, character, and leadership skills. No matter the sport, Dunham was a leader position on and off the field. At the leader, Dunham's quarterbacked the Raiders to some of the most exciting victories, including a last-second victory over powerhouse Waycross Bulldogs. Tyron's 1987 team is still arguably the greatest Red Raider squad in Bacon County history. They won the 1987 Region 2AA Southwest Championship and faced powerhouse Camden County in the playoffs in a slugfest for the ages. Sadly, Tyron has passed away. Representing him tonight, his sister, Cheryl Wilcox, brother, Barry Dunham, and his mother, Charlie Mae Dunham. Please welcome 1980 inductee 2023 Wall of Fame, Arthur Tyron Dunham. Our 1990s inductee, Phil Carver. Carver quarterbacked the Red Raiders to back-to-back playoff appearances in 1991 and 1992. Arguably the two of the best back-to-back Red Raider football teams in Bacon County history. Phil's 1991 team won Bacon County's first ever playoff game in fine fashion, upsetting powerhouse Waycross Bulldogs at Memorial Stadium, carrying them on to the Sweet 16 GHSA state playoffs against mighty ranked Mitchell Baker during his junior year. Carver's senior year, his Red Raiders won the Region 2 AA champions and hosted the first ever home playoff game at the Mojo Morris Johnson Stadium. Congratulations, and please welcome Phil Carver, 2023 inductee to the Bacon County Raider Wall of Fame. Our 2000 inductee, Denaris Waits. Waits was a four-year starter. He played running back and safety. He started at running back his first game as a freshman and never lost his starting position throughout his career. He worked harder than anyone in the weight room and was pound for pound one of the strongest players in Region 2 AA. Waits was All-Region his senior year and Defensive Player of the Year in the 2 AA. A great Red Raider football player, Waits went on to successful college playing and coaching career. Denaris could not be with us tonight. Being on a coaching staff at Liberty University in Virginia, he is preparing his team for another great season. He is represented tonight by his mother and father, James and Jerlene Waits. Please welcome Denaris Waits, 2023 Wall of Fame. And our 2010 inductee, Dylan Davis. Davis was an outstanding lineman who helped lead Bacon County to the GHSA state playoffs in 2011. Davis was an all-state defensive lineman and also anchored an outstanding defensive line that started the turnaround for Bacon County football. Davis was known for being a hard-nosed, tough, vocal leader that garnered the respect of his teammates. Davis is an outstanding young man and devoted Raider that made everyone proud on Friday nights. Dylan was a part of the head coaching legend Bobby Johns' Awaken the Bacon turnaround in 2011. Please welcome Dylan Davis into the 2023 Wall of Fame. And our final inductee of the year, coach and player, Coach Leroy Carver. Coach Carver played halfback in 1954 team that was known as the Bacon Bees. From then in 1957, Leroy played for the Bacon County Mighty Red Raiders, coached youth football from 1984 to 1992. He was an inspiration to many young boys that developed an excellent players and, more importantly, excellent men. His devotion the teams carried over into his adult life when he and Mr. Carl Harper were willing to guarantee the funding for a much-needed renovation to Morris Johnson Stadium. Carver served many years with the Bacon County Board of Education and was known for his joking phrase, "Boys, I'm only here to vote no." Coach Carver developed his players into great young men and better grown-up men. Coach Carver passed away, but his honor is being accepted tonight by his son, Timmy Carver. Please welcome 2023 inductee, Coach Leroy Carver.